Hello and welcome to One Man's Collection. Today I'm looking at the Australian Cars Collection, magazine number 22. Obviously this is the Holden LJ Torana, as it says there. GTR XU-1 from 1972. We do have a 143 scale die-cast car, which I'll have a look at in the end of the video. I have not yet opened it, so it's still in its plastic wrap. But I will take a look at the magazine. Again, greatly presented here, and well, sneak peek of number 23, the Herbie iconic Volkswagen. Why is that an Australian car collection? That one? Yes, I know a lot of V-dubs were sold here, but they really sold everywhere in the world. We had a Datsun 1600 on the previous one. We've also had a Toyota Land Cruiser, and I know a lot of those were sold here. Well, sold in other countries, but a lot of them were sold here. Still, why is that Australian car collection? Questionable. Another piece of cardboard that holds that in nice and firm. We'll take a look at this. I'm not going to read everything in high detail, so if you do want to have a look at this in more detail and you don't have the magazine, you'll have to hit pause. So this one, engine is a front inline 6 3.298cc. So technically a 3.3 litre. Inline 6, 142 kilowatt or 190 horsepower, which is pretty good considering this thing's just over 1 tonne, 1,096 kilos, almost 1.1. 77 litres of fuel and 195 kilometres an hour top speed. These did well in motor racing. Alright. Having a look through the old write-ups, the Retro Series from 1972, Giant Killer, Holden's hot 6-cylinder Torana became a V8 slaying legend. It did really well. And now they're actually worth an absolute fortune as well. There's your racing version there. Torana Saurus Rex. 30 years ago, Torana XU-1 beat Ford's mighty GTHOs, and Peter Brock became a star. Yep. Moffat, there's that quote, is it? The Torana won because Brock was driving. Yeah. One or the other. Bit of both. Probably because of both. Alright, new Torana gets a head start with the coming of the Cortina 200 and 250s. Australia's first compact 6 is going to lose its exclusive hold on the class, but the latest changes give it a head start. The Cortina, British built Ford, wasn't it? I remember those. I wonder if we're going to get one of those in this selection. That looks like a Gemini up there. Holden Gemini, but maybe it was a, that's probably an Opel. Or is it a deluxe model? It runs a 1300 engine, improved performance. Don't know. I have to have a look at what it actually says here. Which picture that is. Definitely looks like a Holden Gemini though. Top of the talent Torana. Yeah. It was actually still a very small car, but with a 6-cylinder in it. Did really well. Like I said though, I'm not going to read everything. To Burke and back in a day. Well, what does it say? 77 litres of fuel. Decent tank. Guess it depends on where you're going from. Bathurst in 72, the XU-1 on the road. No, it wasn't Brock's XU-1, but the next best thing with all the new bits plus the mag wheels. But however successful it may be on the track, it's uncomfortably out of its element on the road. It's uncomfortably out of its element on the road. Okay. General Ford and was it? And the General and Harry Firth, tiring of being the Bathurst bridesmaids in the past 2 years, successful. I'm not going to read the whole article. It'll take too long. Actually, that's it. Small magazine on that one. Volkswagen Beetle coming up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that being Australian. All right, we're going to take a look at this. Beautiful 143 scale model. Give it a slice open. If I can get in there. Cardboard feels pretty hard on that one. Now I open all of these and I do keep the containers. Have a glance without my fingers in the way first. Coming nice and close. Oh, well, look at that. That does look good, although my front wheel doesn't look like it's on the rim properly. I might have to fix that up. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. Great little car. I never owned one of these. Back in the day. I had a Holden Gemini once. Like I said before, similar size. Ford Escorts. Had a 351 Falcon. Never actually owned one of these. Never sought to own one of these. Never went looking. Don't know why. Probably because by the time I got out of my 4-cylinders, I was looking for something bigger. No antenna on this particular one. It's all the way down. But I like that. One screw on this and a couple of pinholes. So triangular screw. Get yourself a multi-tool kit if you are buying these as well and want them open. Alright, one screw, that was in really well. And a stand there. Alright, we'll take a look underneath and see what the vehicle is like. Let's put those aside. Okay, well, it's got shape. At least it's got a silver muffler at the back and the Holden notification of genuine product, I'm guessing. And 143 scale Holden LJ Torana GTR XU-1. So this makes the third Torana in this series. So we'll go up to magazine 22. When I say third, you've got a Peterborough racing Torana on this as well. So that was in the free gift if you subscribed. I'll put that back on the turntable so you can have a closer look without my hands in the way as well. Thank you very much for watching. I like this. It'll go well in my collection. I'll be back with the not-so-Australian Volkswagen. Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.